billionaire Bernard Arnault has drawn a line under the recent battle between luxury group LVMH and U.S. jewelry giant Tiffany & Co. over the terms of a $16 billion deal announced in November last year. In a joint statement this morning, LVMH and Tiffany declared the cessation of hostilities and announced a new modified purchase price of $131.50 per share, rather than the $135 agreed to in November last year. The new price takes the total agreed amount for Tiffany down from $16.2 billion to around $15.8 billion, landing Arnault a $400 million discount on his group's largest acquisition to date. The new agreement puts to bed months of argument played out in the media after LVMH announced its intention to defer the deal in September, putting both parties on course for a bitter courtroom battle in Delaware. Bernard Arnault, in today's statement, described the new deal as a balanced agreement, which allows LVMH to work on the Tiffany acquisition with confidence, adding that LVMH is convinced of the formidable potential of Tiffany, and believe that LVMH is the right home for Tiffany. Although Arnault, a notoriously tough negotiator, can be pleased in winning a discount and settling legal proceedings, Tiffany has successfully pushed the deal toward closing and argued in favor of continuing paying its quarterly dividend of 58 cents per share. 3 sets of dividends of $70 million per quarter at a total of $210 million will have been paid out by Tiffany by the time the deal goes through. Tiffany's move to pay out dividends in the middle of a pandemic that has put a major dent in the luxury sector was branded disappointing by LVMH and had been a major sticking point in the deal. Roger N. Farah, chairman of the board of directors of Tiffany, added that the agreement gives LVMH an attractive price, and was in the best interests of all of our stakeholders to achieve certainty of closing. The LVMH-Tiffany soap opera has seen Europe's richest person go toe-to-toe with the U.S. most famous jewelry giant in a drama that drew the intervention of the French government and seemed set for a bitter and expensive legal battle in a Delaware court. In November, Tiffany and LVMH agreed to a $16.2 billion merger that would see the jeweler join the LVMH family. Bernard Arnault famously called Tiffany an American icon that would, under his leadership, become a little bit French. However, when the pandemic arrived in March, the landscape of the luxury business changed and Tiffany saw many of its stores around the world go under lockdown. By June, a Tiffany insider privy to the negotiations told Forbes that Tiffany knew it had a problem and its legal team began preparing for the worst. LVMH appeared to be walking away in September after the luxury giant published a letter from the French Foreign Ministry asking for the deal to be delayed due to a trade dispute between France and the U.S.